The week after. Some days, but mostly night. When you're in a conflict, settle yourself. Feet on the floor. Deep breath. Imagine that you and the person with whom you disagree will meet in a room. You knock on the door, and when you go in, you ask respectfully, what do they need that you aren't giving them? What don't you know that you should know? The woman who performed my wedding ceremony taught me this, and it usually works. I find my own unwillingness. I find surprises and solutions. As the votes come in on Tuesday night, the second Tuesday in November, I close my eyes and imagine Donald Trump's office. I take a deep breath and knock. The door creaks inward, but no one answers. The light is off. His chair is spun to face the wall, its back toward me. Hello? Hello? I say as I walk around it to face him. But there is no one. On the seat, instead of a man, there is a joystick. It is old school, Atari style, black rubber, and a yellow button. And I run from the room and the game, the gamers, the Game Boys, the boy games, the war games, the warmongers, the alt-right, all wrong, controlling that lever that is Trump. After panic attacking, hyperventilating, teeth chattering, I finally sleep and dream of my sons a few years from now, 8 or 9, 10 years old. They wear all black and lean against a police barricade. Their blonde hair has turned gray as ash. Night the next. My husband and I wear safety pins in our own house where I'm the only woman, only potential victim of oppression under the new regime. My husband is tall, white, male, hetero, handsome, white. Did I mention white? Our sons are like him so far. We wear the pins because we feel unsafe anyway, even with each other. And their silver sharpness glints in the candlelight burning in every room. Electricity is too bright, too morning. We take aspirin for hangovers we don't have. There is no morning without you. We proclaim ourselves safe spaces, pinned but can't connect to each other or ourselves. We're parents first, aren't we? We talk about passports and flight. We're fighters first, really, and we talk about burning it down, building it again. I count the number of 4-year terms before our oldest son can be conscripted. 3.5. That's how old he is now, 3.5. Mommy, he interrupts us, Daddy, why is it so dark? The boys scream in their sleep and wake me from a dream of breaking into a pharmacy. I'm stealing morning after pills, Mission Impossible style, for the Underground Reproductive Freedom Railroad. I'm too old to have more children. The pills are not for me. I steal because I had a choice. I steal choices for others. The nights blend into each other. I live on Black Twitter, mouth shut, so this white girl can learn to be an effective ally. And the first lesson is that my election-related shock is another symptom of my privilege. Fucking duh. It shouldn't have taken 24 hours to figure that out. It shouldn't have taken 24 seconds. Next, the safety pins. Just another poke to Black Americans who aren't facing a new kind of oppression this week in Trump's America than they were last week, and where the fuck was my safety pin then? I put my safety pin back in the sewing kit and get back to the real mending. I dream of walking forever in protest. Kid Rock walks in front of me and I tap his shoulder, ask him how his protest is going. He won't answer me, but Myron What's-His-Face, Trump's head of EPA transitioning and Planet Earth capsizing, zips by us in toe shoes saying that he stopped drinking coffee and is feeling great. I wish I hadn't worn these cowboy boots because there is a long way to go. It is all night. I'm on the Gender Diversity Committee at my kids' school, and tonight is our first meeting. As I'm leaving the house, my husband holds me too long, and I know there's another hit coming. Leonard Cohen died, he says. When I walk into the meeting, I bring Cohen's darkness in with me like a child dragging a toy. The parents gathered use words like long-range plans and emphasize the importance of not disrupting the curriculum. One woman makes it a point to share she would feel very uncomfortable being called a they. To my credit, I do not choke them, I mean her, to death when she says this. In the 3 years the committee is forecasting as necessary to make the change to a truly inclusive campus, my oldest will become 6, and if he's not a boy now and doesn't feel like a boy then, well. The room looks at me like I'm crazy when I sputter at the idea of disruption as the enemy, when I offer an immediate challenge. What if we ask the teachers to just not say boy or girl for a week? Can we try that? We can't try that. Not without more meetings, something written up, a memo. I explain that this is what I do in my classroom, that I ask students to express their gender preferences to me. I don't decide for them. They ask me for the training material I was given by my college so they can look it over. Training material, a memo. My hands are fists in my sleeves. But we can change the words, I say. The words are hurting our children, I say. We have this power right now, I say. I am disruptive enough to make it so we'll have a response from faculty about this idea at the next meeting, in a month. The drive home is as heavy as all of the poems Cohen wrote that he called songs. Night-night. It occurs to me that I might have just a little taken some of my anger out on the parents at the Gender Diversity Committee meeting. It's not their fault Trump was elected or that my mother raised me on action. It's not their fault Leonard Cohen died or that my father raised me on road trips singing his lyrics. It's not their fault I've never found the I in team or the patience to wait for it. I can't team. I don't know how. I've never played a team sport. I hang by a thread in a marriage others would cling to. I lurk in AA where drunks accept that I hate them and they hate me and we're good. The only people I have ever wanted are us, right here, you and me, the ones who know that words matter, all the words. Wall and ban and pig and dog and bad face and rapist and boy and girl and he and she and him grabbing a pussy and her getting locked up. Those words are walking around now, lighting fires, shining red in people's eyes, shaping our children. What are we going to do about them? And then I remember, the answer is in the question, the words. Words are ours, our friends, our tools. Words are our team, party, and platform. They line up, work, demonstrate for us. The words and I know what to do, just like they do with you. We must gather ourselves here, right here, between these pages and those pages and the next pages, in the margins and the center, in this room and outside. We must shine them into swords, burn them into torches, fly them into doves. This night is ours. Let's light it up with words.